With you on today's Supreme Mathematics. Which is knowledge understanding. Today's January 13th, 2021. All right? Knowledge understanding with no wisdom in between. That basically means, when you look at knowledge, right? And the flag, it represents the seed, or the male, or the star. The male seed with power. The seed of knowledge has a 5-point star. You know what I'm saying? That represents power. The child with the power. So when you're dealing with the flag, it was revealed to us by it was manifested by W. Muhammad and revealed to us by Almighty God Allah. The understanding in it is represented by the 7, the supreme understanding that brings all things together, man, woman, and child. You feel what I'm saying? That's when a boy comes to a man. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when you look at it, right, how can you raise a boy into a man without a father? Now, dealing with today's degree, it says, but brings rain, house, no earthquakes. We're going to talk about relationships. Now, when you're dealing with but brings rain, house, no earthquakes, you're talking about an excuse. Today's degree says, but bring rain, house, no earthquakes. It says they continue daily to teach the 85% that all you see such as rain, hail, snow, or earthquakes come from a mystery God that no one will be able to see until they die. And this is believed by the 85%. The 10% know that when a man dies, he will never come back to tell the living whether he lied or not, because the dead is never known to return from the grave. All the history of Islam never revealed anybody coming back from a physical death. But there is a chance for a mental death, because the lost found once dead mentally. And many were revived from it, but they were not physically dead, only mentally dead. Now, what is this degree explaining? It's explaining your conditions. It's explaining your situations. It's explaining your life circumstances of how you need to be a man and get out of that boy mind, that childish mind state, and own up to your responsibilities. That means if you're a father, be a father to your son and your daughter. If you are a man in a relationship to a woman, be a man in that relationship. If you are a woman, handle your business as a woman and take care of your responsibilities as well. And if you have children, take care of your kids too. Don't make excuses on why you can't take care of your kids. Because at the end of the day, excuses only sound good to those who make them, and excuses are the nails that build the house of failure. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, all you're going to do is come back with excuses. But. I was going to come see my son, but, you know what I'm saying, things got caught up. Nah, that's an excuse, because there should be no excuse when it comes down to being a father or a mother on why you can't help assist the other party in raising your child. You see what I'm saying? So when we're talking about but rain, hail, snow, earthquake, these are all conditions that you've set in your life. The cause of the effect. See, knowledge is the cause and understanding is the effect. So when you get the knowledge and knowing why things are going on the way they're going on, you'll see the understanding or the result of what's happening or what's taking place. So now you look at it like this, right? Let's say, for instance, you was supposed to get your resume done for this job that you're supposed to land within a matter of a couple of days, right? Now, let's just say you're sitting up here, fiddle-faddling, frolicking all over the place, jumping around, but you totally forget about that resume. Now, what are you going to do? Are you going to make an excuse for it? Or are you going to be a man and pull yourself up by the britches and get it done? And then if the employer asks you, excuse me, sir, where's your resume? Oh, I was going to do my resume, but I totally forgot. I got jammed up. I got these things that was going on. Why didn't you set the tone? The reason why conditions happen in your life and you make excuses for it because you try to make it seem like it's something outside of yourself that's doing it, when in reality it's only you. But it's only an excuse to bullshit. That's it. You got to keep it simple with people. You can't leave room for error when it comes down to relationships. You can't leave room for error when it comes down to companionships or whatever type of ship you on or what type of life you're living. So if shit is being fucked up in your life and you're wondering why, like, damn, man, nobody fucks with me. Nobody want to deal with me. Nobody want to, show love when love is being shown to them. But you got to understand why. See, understanding is to know how and know why. Because at the end of the day, if you don't know why or the reason behind what they did, then you'll never know. Because you know why? It always seems like it's something that got to do with them or something that got to do with what happened with them. Because now you're like, well, why are they not fucking with me? Why is the question usually asked to receive knowledge? It's usually asked by those that don't know or those that don't even see. So when you're dealing with today's degree, you got to be a man and put yourself up by the britches. You got to stop fucking coming up with these lame-ass excuses. You got to stop coming up with these lame-ass reasons on why you're doing what you're doing and just do what you need to do, not what you want to do. See, in this life that we live, there's rules and regulations. Everything has a rule, everything has a regulation to it. Don't think that you're going to live life any old way and think you're going to get the results that you want. Nah, life don't work like that. You're the cause of the effect. So if shit is fucked up and you're homeless, you're outside of doors, hungry, homeless, naked, and out of doors, understand why. That's because you are not taking the time to evaluate your life. You're not taking the time to know why these things are happening. Because they say that in the born degree, the 85% know. They know that it rain, hail, snow, earthquake, so they know the conditions. But they do not try to learn who it is that caused all this to happen by letting the 5% teach them. And this is when the understanding comes in, where the excuses start setting in. People like, yeah, I was going to build the gods and earth, but you know what I'm saying? I had some shit to do today. You had shit to do today, and you were just as hungry to get this knowledge, to gain understanding of how to live your life better, then why didn't you make it happen? Excuses, like I said, excuses are the nails that build the house of failure. Always remember that. Wise Earth had told me that one day, you know what I'm saying? I remember I seen it on her page, and I said, wow, that's dope. That's real, that's deep. So like I said, man, when you're dealing with today's degree, it means stop fucking making excuses. Nobody has came back and told you whether or not they rose from the dead. Jesus didn't come back and tell you whether he lied or not, because he never rose and he never existed. This is why you got to get the knowledge in order for you to have an understanding on what is being said, done, and expressed in the physical realm of what we live in, which is called this life. Like I said, everything has an answer. Remember that. There's no answer in this word that can't be, there's no question in this word that can't be answered. Always remember that. You just have to find the answer to it. You have to do your due diligence. In other words, you have to research. You have to find out. You have to know why this is happening. You have to know what causes it to happen. Know who causes it to happen. Know where did this happen and when. These are all scientific method approaches that you need to take when asking yourself a question. Peace. And then when you're dealing with the who, what, when, where, whys, and hows, you got to bring forth understanding, meaning the end result of you doing that research. So if you don't want to understand that these conditions in your life are all cause of you, why would you look outside of yourself for anybody to fix it? You can't fix the same problems that you use to create it. You can't fix your problems with the same thought process that you use to create it. So that means that you have to change your thought, move a muscle, shift the momentum, and change the dynamic. Because it says all the history of Islam never revealed anybody coming back from a physical death. If anybody can show and prove that somebody came back from a physical death without resuscitation, then even then, you still need proof. You have to take that through a scientific method too. Because everything can be shown and proven within a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? And it's not hard to figure out things out. All you gotta do is put two and two together. But the problem is the researching. When people search, they don't research. They don't go back and search it over again to make sure that it's right and exact. They just go off of what the 10% say, because the 10% is going to be able to lie to them and feed them that trick knowledge and give them that misdirection and that deceit and lead them in the wrong direction, because of the mere fact that they want what they got, which is what? Their labor and their work ethic. They want you to work for them while they getting rich off your labor. And then you make an excuse on why you working for this man instead of not working for yourself. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm only doing it for a good cause, but he's helping me out at the same time. How is he helping you? Is he giving you wisdom to help you learn how to be on your own? Is he giving you wisdom on how to teach you how to be a leader and practice leadership? Are these people telling you whether or not you can actually obtain these, or lie to you, or deceive you? You gotta use discernment. You gotta use wisdom. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to discern and decipher and break things down and see whether or not if it's real. So, like I said, man, just wanted to build today on today's degree in the 1 to 40. But brings rain, hell, snow, earthquakes. What makes it is what causes it. And that it is your condition. It happens because you are the one that causes it to happen. That being said, have a nice night. Peace.